Okay, let's just start. Very tall posture, beautiful. Shoulder line square. Now, release your hip into your leg, into the bone. Feel the bone feeling, like bounce on it. Every movement should get into that bone feeling. Don't like press it out, but release, but keep this area as long as possible. Now, this foot flat, ball of the foot on the other leg, just squeeze, keep as high as you can, but keep the tallness of your neck, of your posture, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But with the tallness of the neck. If you go up, you get tall. If you go down, maintain that tallness. Up, down. Use your sides. Up, down, squeezing. Up, down, up, down, up. Now, when you up, you start rotating your hip back. Then you start having more chest forward. Release, down. Now rotate your left hip back. Expand more chest, right chest forward. Up, down, up, down, up, down. With a beautiful posture. Okay, change leg. Same idea. Now, going up, down, up, down. Into bone. Release into bone, but stay as tall as you can here. Up. Now rotation. Down. Rotation. Squeeze, rotate. Squeeze, rotate. And 2 and 30 and on. Trying to maintain your neckline and shoulder line. Shoulder line is this line, as straight as possible, but underneath try to create a lot of movement if you can. Yeah. Okay, next one. Put heel down. You go through the 2 straight leg, chest going forward. A little bit tummy. Change. Heel down. Go through 2 straight leg, chest forward. Change weight. 2 and 30 and forward and 2 and 30 and forward and now if you want to move side, so here most important here we start to learn, so your upper chest here with the rib cage should indicate direction of the movement. So keep this straight. Rib cage and upper chest indicate direction of the movement. And now when you move side, the rib cage and upper chest should cover the leg. Then you continue here, release hip. Now from here you start melting into bone and a little bit deeper feeling. Now rotate. As you rotate, it's already activated the other chest. The other chest will start moving. Over the leg, into the leg, past the leg. Over, into, past. Over, into, past. Over the leg means your upper chest, this part, goes over the leg. Maintain shoulder line as square as you can, neck as high as you can. Into, release hip with a little bit compression. Past, this means rotation. Over, into, past. Over, into, past. Now you want to do time step. So as this hip goes back, it brings the leg from above the knee in. 1. But keeping this, as this leg comes in, push the shoulder as back as possible. Don't let it go. Don't let it yourself come in. Transfer it. 2 and 30. And here you see, don't let the leg go first. As you settle here, charge your up. Let the upper body lead your step. Let the upper body guide you. Remember, you work on this in the choreography. Boom. And as the ideal if you land ball of the foot with your upper chest on top of it. Then hip comes in. And 2 and 30 and forward. And now basic walk. We're gonna go backward. So the backward, how can we create maximum movement here but still look good? So as we melt here into bone, we send our leg back, and here, try to get your chest over the leg, but keep this high hip here. Now from here, by using a little bit tummy, like contraction, without dropping the shoulder, you're gonna change your weight. And then hip changes here and start opening, and then rib cage picks up. So now this rib cage and chest will guide you a step forward with the squareness of the shoulders. So don't let your shoulders here, only rib cage. Forward. This is a 3, sorry. And see already here, we should read in our upper chest your direction. Forward. And 2, and 30 with the high hip, preferably. And forward. And leg 2, and 30. And you can play how fast you straight that knee, fast or slow, but you have to make sure the body is really working inside. And 2, and 30, backward, and leg. Now here, try to a little bit play with the movement. Change your rib cage first, keeping that high hip here. Then gradually release it into like almost like a fan position. And then as you activate your hip, other chest start picking up. Boom. So have a little bit like a wave feeling, and forward. And 2. Anytime your knee bend, it should be covered with the chest. What it means, you see, if I work this hip and my knee start there, I need to increase the chest. So knee covering the chest, oh, I'm sorry, chest covering the knee. Never here. Let's say if I'm here, I'm going backward, or the same here, if I'm going forward. Knee covering the chest. And as I land, my chest should be always on top of my ball of the foot. As I release my hip here. Warm. With a beautiful posture, of course. Got it? Got it. Let's do in your routine, this principles. There we go. And forward. So this will be very good for you if you have this high chest longer and this hip. And as you transfer, try to keep this hip here in front. Yeah, with this. So now you have more action, more melt, without, of course, disturbing the top. Warm this in here. And so here, that as you go back, that chest openingness is creates the breathing for Rumba. So it's not only the leg. What we don't want, we don't want to have only leg movements. That movement look very dry. You want rib cage, leg, hip. Rib cage, leg, hip, that kind of order. Of course, there is much more things in between, but at least like that. And yes, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, excellent. And 2, 30, and so melting here into the bone, the rib cage up. 4, and 2, and 30. Forward, 2, 30, and forward, and 2, and this is too dry. And 2, and go forward, forward better. Go better. Forward, forward. Let's turn. Go forward, forward. Don't do delay. Yeah, with the rib cage. Warm. And yeah, that's better. And warm. And 2, and 30, and forward, and 2, and 30. Chest, 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 chest. Yeah, yeah. Before you start doing that, you want to have that this situation, then this, and then you can start doing. But when you do this delayed crocodile tail turn, this should be high. It cannot be too low. Try that. And already there, and yeah, do the melting and become chest. Yes. And forward. And 2, and 30, and yes, and forward, and, 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 and. Yeah, when you do and, the leg should be send it more back with the chest more forward. And, yeah, walk. The breeziness of the, yes, yes. And walk, and walk. All right, try to meld those two walks together so they don't look like a step, step. So they look more like, more connected. One walk become another walk. They're connected, they blender. And walk, and forward, and two, and 30, and forward, and to keep the shoulder in, and 30, and forward, and two high hip, and now meld this like, and, yes, and so this it has to look like this going that way, yes, and so the movement breeze and knee charging, knee also, knee charging, yeah, warm, and warm, and yes, walk, warm, and walk, and, and yeah, yeah, so and walk, and 30, and forward, and two, and 3, and yes, very good. Now from here, when you do and on that side, the rib cage with the chest should be covering the leg, and forward, right, and two, and yeah, but without losing the shoulder, and melt to charge, and 3, and 3, yeah, and yes, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Think of this position as you melt into this bone. Let's just this knee going back, this hip going back, rib cage going forward, and same for the knee. So knee should be like a sprinter, boom, boom, and shoulders are square, woo, and then you step. That's you go, boom, boom, with the beautiful shoulders. Okay, and forward, and two, and 30, forward, and excellent. Feel it? Walk. Do this exercise. Just twist, twist. Just manual. Huh? Yeah, yeah. It's for people to see details. Go. No, no, just twist. 90-degree twist. Yeah, just go. Woo. Yeah. Engage. Squeeziness. This is good. Now you need this and this. Not just this. Try. Woo. 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 Like in your back, like you're doing it's in your back. Woo. 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 Yeah. Woo. 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 Work it. So if I see Miro, your back muscle should go this one. And maybe a little bit more tummy to it. Woo. Woo. It doesn't feel kind of you feels like your shoulders and your arms are just like flying a little bit. Doesn't feel right to me. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I want this to be more connected to yourself, but upper body I want a little bit more absorption. Boom. Just slowly. Let me see what I can. Stop. And you see that this, yeah, yeah. When you turn, you basically stand here. But at the end of each step or turn, you need to have already direction for the next. Meaning, this is not. You have to be already. For example, turning to other way and squeezing here. So as you land here, you have to be already there. Not like it's not like on off on off. It's always on for the next direction. So do it slowly. Boom. Like when you hear, you're already turning there. Yeah. Upper body. Oh, better, better. Like upper body already thinking about, like, let's say if I'm here and I need to step there. As I'm stepping, my upper body already thinking about, even though chest and hip working, my upper body already thinking for the neck. My upper body already there. Now, you see, I'm not even finished my step there. I still have to, my upper body think already. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Feel better? Or, yeah. And then,
Instead of how we used to do push the table, I'm actually twisting the table.
I mean, play with that. It's not every idea work for every step. You understand? So it's a,
I feel like
there is a
shifting it.
general idea of table, so you can get a little bit taller. Taller you get, more you can activate chest. More you can activate chest, more you can work with your hip. And then when you settle, if you use as a push, it's prevent you from, to collapse the body. Because you settle, but actually with your settling, you want to get tall and you want to charge yourself for the next. We not just settle to stand. We settle to charge for the next. Got it? So this will be a better connection. Because settling is very dangerous, but you want to have this melting, and you want to do it, but it's ooh, ooh. Great following. Wow.